Hey, Charvet.
Maddox Martinez, quarterback captain. Outfield Lopez on the tackle. Second down for the Huskies. Sonny Assoon ball carrier. Edgar Mendoza on the Greyhound tackle. Ball's now to 22. It'll be third down, third and 6. Sonny Assoon ball carrier. Austin Garza led the Greyhound charge. It'll be fourth down to the Huskies. Fourth and 3 to 19. Huskies call timeout. 6:03 left in the first half. Touchdown pass from Maddox Martinez to Josue Solorio.
no further than Mr. Hunter. I mean, whether he be turning on CNN 10 every day for his world history class or a civics class or on the field around some Oklahoma. I mean, it's a balance between gentleness, caringness, lovingness, but still aggressiveness and harshness in the moments that need to be serious.
You know, Cole, Othello has a solid team this year. You see the score against Sela?
Could you enlighten us?
I believe it was 70-7.
70-7. I believe that's 63 difference there. 70, that's 10 touchdowns.
So if I'm Mr. Hunter down there, I'm telling my guys, hold them to 0 for the rest of the half.
That is exactly what that's exactly what the mindset is for all these coaches. It's at this point it's a matter of holding them. They got 6 minutes. Stay with this ball for as long as they can. I'm excited to see Titus out there with that ball. It's a nice change, and I'm curious to see what they're going to let him do with that. I mean, just let Titus cook with that thing.
Tell you what, no matter the score, the stands are filling up.
The stands are complete. Like, they definitely are filling up. And for a game like this, it's great to see as we've got good numbers in the student section, and the stands are pretty full towards that left side and absolutely packed towards the right side over there, courtesy of the band.
One might even say we have 2 student sections going on here.
One may be able to say that. Titus Jeffrey still the QB position here. Yeah, again, I mean, I want to see what Titus can do. Like, they don't put him out there to hand that ball off. You know what I mean? Titus now going to grab his call. Score 35-0. Going to air it deep directly to number 4, Sonny Asu, who will grab the ball. He's going to be able to stay in bounds. Going to go from the 40 to the 30. Going to push himself forward. Finally knocked out of bounds at just about the 17-yard line. Yeah, Titus, that one had just right into the hands of Sonny Asu there. That was right to him there.
Tell you what, if I was the quarterback, that's the last person that I'd be throwing towards. Sonny Asu, we've been hearing a lot from him tonight. We've got a whole another half of Sonny Asu. Ooh, number 84.
You see him moving. That's Enrique. 84. That's Enrique. He was moving.
Enrique.
He was absolutely moving. That was 64, Enrique Valle. He gets a lot of practice from that lunchtime football. You know that? He was in our segment last year. Go to Grand Express if you want to see that one.
Tell you what, that lunchtime football.
He was moving. Pass now to 26. He's going to cut inside, pushing himself forward. Brought down from behind by number 4, Alejandro Garcia.
Ooh, and we have a player injured.
He is going to be injured there. Looks like his left leg there.
Very hesitant to get up.
Is hurt.
Injured Greyhound on play.
Sorry about that. That was Alejandro Garcia. He was able to jump up behind the ball carrier there, and he kind of looked like he got up near the neck, and he was just kind of wrapped around his body, and it definitely is his left leg that he was clutching there. Coach Jeffrey now doing his best to elevate and straighten that thing out. Courtney Bradley on the scene.
You know, Cole, I don't know, have very much experience in the sports medicine industry, but I've always known to not move it, you know. What do you think he's doing down there?
Well, you want to be elevating that thing, you know, elevate to appreciate. That may not be the term, but
I don't think that's the term.
That's probably the term. Elevate to.
Looks like he's up.
He's up. That is a great sign to see. Alejandro.
He is limping.
Yeah, just a little bit of a limp there, but he's up. He's walking around, and that's a great sight to see. It's Miss Bradley there, just next to him. Giovanni to the left.
Ooh, he's hopping.
He's hopping, doing a little bit of the Irish jig there.
That right leg is strong already.
That right leg.
Tell you what.
Get that boy doing some RDLs already.
Dude. Saw him in the weight room the other day.
Ooh.
He was squat.
Ooh. What's that boy's max squat?
They have to ask him that one.
Hand off to Sonny Asu. Knocked down about the 5-yard line. Some laundry on the field.
Good old yellow laundry. Is that what your socks look like?
I played some goggle ball today. Maybe the sweats had stained them yellow. Who's anyone to say but myself on that one? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I wear my elf costume, sometimes it'll stain there. But those pants are already yellow, so there's not much to worry about there. Ball pushed back to the 20 from a penalty there by the Huskies. Now 1st and 10. Huskies on the ground 20.
1st and 20. Cool.
Looks like false start is going to be called there by 2 Hounds on the right side of the line.
A lot of flags tonight, Cole.
Lot of flags. Oh, that is going to be on the Huskies actually instead. The score is now continue to be 35-0. Huskies lead. Again, just about 4:45 left in the first half. 35-0. Huskies lead. No, but like you were saying before, definitely a lot of penalties on behalf of the Huskies, and that kind of has come back to haunt them in a way. Like they were about up to the 5 there on that run by Asu. Push back another 20. Here's Martinez going to air it deep to number 9, who will make the catch for the touchdown. That is Travis Murdoch, number 9. Pass of 25.
Tell you what,
good.
Cole, Travis Murdoch, that's a name I'm familiar with.
How so?
You should see him on the golf course, dude.
Oh my God. How do you play football and golf? Those are 2 sports that don't match. Like football, basketball, track.
I tell you, Cole.
Tell me about it. I'm all ears. Let me listen.
He hits that ball hard.
Elaborate. Let me hear some more. You got any?
Ooh,
There's a
very low.
stinger. Okay, we'll get that in there. But he just smacks that thing or what?
Tell you what, kid from Sela on the tee box looking at him. He couldn't believe it, you know. He couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe his own eyes watching him smack that thing.
He was swinging that thing so hard. Thought he was going to warp time around it. Create a black hole. Some physics there for you. Black hole.
Not even light can escape that thing.
Not even light.
Just gravity collapsed in on that thing. Oh, I would like to point out the fact that you had said, or not you, someone else in the class had said, that's a star, or Mr. Roscoe said, what's the definition of a black hole? Some kid pipes up and he says, that's a star collapsing in on itself. And then Aiden says, no siree, that's gravity. That's a supernova, actually. It's gravity collapsing in on itself. It's a black hole. Thought that was pretty funny there. He had mentioned the meaning of a supernova.
Just such a cool word, Cole.
Supernova?
It sure is.
You know this is a cool word? Travis Murdoch.
TJ Murdoch. Won't see him any lower than top 5 after a golf tournament.
He's up there. He's up there. He's constantly up there.
He's up there. He climbs the elevator just like he did for that ball.
Abdiel Lopez receiving for the Hounds. Here's the kick. Hasn't been much air all night. Yes, here's the first deep one. Ball will make its way to number 17 there. He's going to drive himself forward, stop just about at the 30-yard line. Number 17, Horatio Pena.
Turn across the 30-yard line.
Score 42-0. 4:18 left in the first half of this football game here. You ever seen those Texas high school football stadiums?
Can't say I have, Cole.
So they're like stadiums, and you see like we got the same setup here, but it's like the exact same setup on the other side, and the school, like the press box, it like wraps all the way around, and just interesting. They take their high school, their football seriously.
You see a lot of professional athletes coming out of Texas.
Jeffrey gonna let it fly. Is gonna be dropped there by number 21, able to get nice and low on that one. That was number 2. Looks like Ezekiel Lynn. Mendez on the tackle.
A textbook tackle from Alexander Mendez.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Titus is more comfortable tossing that thing. And I think that that's something that they just kind of wanted to utilize, putting him in there. He's only handed off a few times. And although that last pass, last possession may have been a little bit costly, they're still throwing it.
Ooh.
There's another one to 41, Angel Mendoza.
Can't
Ball
come down with it.
will slip out of his hands.
There is a flag on the play.
Refs will discuss. Mr. Parrish whipping the gator towards the west side of the field, I believe. Which way to Seattle? Yeah, it's the west side of the
I
field.
wonder if they use that gator to get that Gatorade down there on the field.
Yeah, maybe they get some water down there also.
You could really use it. Might need a little gas too.
Nah, he moves plenty fast in that thing. Oh, he's hauling. He is hauling. You think it's just a joyride? Here's Jeffrey in coverage, gonna air it to number 2. Good, that is Ezekiel Lynn down the field at the 30. Finally brought down near the 25. Just a glimpse of light that the Hounds definitely need.
That is a dot from Titus Requise Jeffrey.
Once again, like Aiden said, an absolute dot. Wilmington 1st and 10. Actually, our first glimpse of great positive yardage for the Hounds tonight. That was, again, number 2, Ezekiel Lynn, able to push himself forward to just about the 20 there. Or, I'm sorry, the 38, just a few yards off. Wilmington 1st and 10. Jeffrey going to pass again. Going to go to number 16, Abdiel Lopez. No good. Run a little curl there. Curled a little bit too much.
Tell you what, Ezekiel Lynn is the epitome of a disciplined football player. I see him watching film 24/7.
Oh my goodness! Just English class. He opens that notebook up. Writing his essay? Nah, it's huddle.
It is huddle.
Jeffrey with the snap again. I'll bet you $5 he's gonna pass. Stepping back, scrambling in the pocket, gonna make a toss. Ooh, thrown in some traffic there.
Heavy coverage.
Attempted for Abdiel Lopez. Gonna be no good. Tell you what, I like Titus passing this ball. I like to see him sling that rock around.
You know, we'll take any yardage we can get against this tough Othello defense.
That, and we're just winding on the clock, you know. 2 minutes since our possession has started. Just about 3 minutes left in the first half there. As there was a handoff to 42. No, makes way from Titus to, that was Nate Montez there. Couldn't get much out of it. Will be second down now for the Hounds. Looks like we do have a Greyhound player down. I can't get a number from here.
Tell you what, these players are dropping like flies.
On both sides.
That is a sign of a hard-fought football game.
That or a wet field.
Talk to Parrish about that one.
I'll dry that thing up real fast. Get some brooms out here at night. Just sweeping that stuff
I'd like to
up.
see you do that, cool.
Of course. You ever seen Good Will Hunting?
I have.
Oh, I just watched the movie the other night. What'd you think about it?
I watched it when it came out, which was a long time ago.
When it came out, what were you, 8?
You're a little late to the party, dude.
What do you watched it when it came out?
I
It was
did.
like, it was released in like 2012.
Yeah,
Little second grade, you were comprehending that thing?
I was.
No, you were
I
not.
was. That
No,
boy-
you were not.
I'll explain it to you. I remember like it was yesterday.
Okay, what was the relationship? Okay, that was number 85 there. Is that Anthony We don't have a number here. 85. Can't see who that is from here. Is that, or it's 65, I'm sorry. No, that's 85.
That is looking like 65.
Is that Juan Rodriguez? Yeah, that's what I have here. 6 foot, 200 pounds. He's walking. It's a great time to see. Was down for a while there, but he is back up now. Is going to make his way towards the bench, get some breathing room. Oh, we have the kicking team on for the Hounds here.
Trying to get on the board.
As here's a kick. It is going to be no good. Blocked, it looks like. Number 5 will grab the ball. He looks like he has some open territory here. Is just barely going to be scraped out of bounds. That was number 2.
Looks like number 8.
Number 8, I'm sorry. That is number 8, Austin Garza, able to get to and make the tackle there. Or, no, that was 2, Ezekiel Lynn. Was able to get to and make the tackle there. But what down were we on when we kicked that? We weren't on first down, were we? It must have been, it was 4th.
I believe it was 3rd.
Huskies will get the ball at about the 30. Back to Good Will Hunting. What are your thoughts on that movie? I barely comprehended that thing. No way little second grade Aiden was digesting all the information
I probably have to watch it again. It has been a while.
Okay, I understand.
It's been a while, but
Max Martinez is going to be sacked behind the line. That's Enrique Valley. Oh, flag will be called. Looks like Enrique did do a little dance over.
rightfully so,
He did he had a little move above him there. You saw him. I think he kind of went over him and then went to go help him up when he realized his mistake. But congrats for the sack there. But again, you take that snap, you take that sack, and you go back. You don't be towering over him.
The gritty is for touchdowns and touchdowns only.
Touchdowns exclusively.
He's getting a firm
A firm talking to
on that sideline there.
But hey, congrats on the sack. I mean, that's solid. What are the refs discussing here? Yes, I believe that's in sportsmanlike conduct. Huskies will march down the field a few more yards on the foul there.
Mind you, the score is still 0-42, 2:32 left of the second quarter.
Man, 15 yards for unsportsmanlike conduct has always been crazy to me. Like, what are you taking 15 yards for, like, I don't know, 15 yards is it's a mob.
I think the emo button just slipped for Enrique. You just hate to see it.
Hand off to number Sonny Sue there. Went to the right side, passed back to the left side. Finally dragged down by number 17, Horatio Pena. Looks like Sonny tried to go to the right, couldn't do anything with it. Spin move back to the other side. Nothing happened there. But no, emo button definitely slipped. I think in his heart, Enrique wanted to help him up, but he had accidentally touched the D-pad and then the B button there, which was a little bit of a over him. But yeah, here, get a water bottle up here. You can make that toss. You can make that toss.
Not even a second
No,
look.
my goodness
Not
gracious.
a second glance.
I'm standing up. They can make a toss up here. I know they can. Michaela's got a cannon on her. There was snap from Sonny. Going to be an incomplete pass attempted to number 5 there.
Clock is winding down. We only have 1 minute and 41 seconds left in the second quarter.
Score still 0-42. Huskies lead. Ooh. That was she threw right to her mom on that one.
Yeah,
If you
looks
notice
like
it,
some hereditary bias
from
going
some
on here.
some nepotism, if I may say so myself.
If you may.
If I may, some childhood favoritism there. again, as there's a handoff
Storming, no
to
sign
number
stopping.
38. That was
Terrell Freeman.
Terrell Freeman able to push himself forward. Kind of had a few stomps there at the end. Was still able to get that in for a touchdown. Score now 48-0. 1:30 left in the first half.
Greyhounds yet to get on the board.
We're hopeful. Coming up the next half, like you had said, we weren't able to minimize the damage this half, but coming off halftime talk from Coach Jeffrey and Coach Hunter here, it's all about minimizing damage, doing our best to, like we said against Prosser a few weeks ago, work on our own crafts.
I see Coach Bunker down there. Bunker always said, football is a game of weathering the storms.
Explain.
You know, he always emphasized the fact that when you're playing football on defense, you're worried about minimizing the damage, like you said. You're worried about making the offense settle for a field goal rather than a touchdown. You know, that's really going to help you in the long run. I think Coach Bunkers is helping out down there.
And then at the same time, you're looking to kind of create a little hurricane of your own, one that they can't contain. Speaking of hurricanes, I believe it's Hurricane Ian going on down there in Florida. Our prayers go out to those who may have been affected or continue to be affected by this hurricane.
If I might say so myself, looks like we have Hurricane Hunter down there. He is making a speech.
That directed towards, looks like he's talking with,
is it 42?
No, it's Horatio there. He had a few good tackles there, just a few more pointers there. Like you can see him getting his arm under there. You know, Mr. Hunter played college football. He's a knowledgeable man, to say the absolute least. Kick from the Huskies. Albio Lopez deep in the backfield. Ball will get to. It is 42 there as he's driving himself forward. Is going to be stopped just about the 35-yard line. That was 30 or 45 there. Is that 42? Nate Montes. Titus Jeffrey still in that QB position. I have noticed that they did change quarterbacks every quarter, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a different QB coming in third quarter.
You know, Cole, I think that's why they call it a quarterback. You know,
quarterback.
They got to figure it out.
Quarterback. I mean, each of those guys, they have backs out there. Each quarter,
you see a different back.
Plain and simple. Jeffrey looking to throw, scrambling in coverage.
Like to see another
going to take it himself. Going to be knocked out of bounds for a gain of about 3.
I'd say 2.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Maybe 2.5. 2 3/4.
Meet in the middle.
2 11/16. Will they serve them burgers? I'm gonna get a burger after this. Ooh.
Tell you what, I'm waiting for another one of those dots from Titus Bequeath.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. I can feel it. I can feel it in my. I can feel it. There's a handoff to maybe Nate Montes there. Or
Struggling to find the hole.
That was to maybe Jose Herrera, number 3 there. Yeah, that was Jose Herrera. Couldn't do anything with it. No hole to be had. Titus Jeffrey got to play from very own Coach Jeffrey, his father. Timeout called by the Hounds. Score 49-0. Greyhounds trail. Just about a minute left in the first half. I could see with we will be receiving this upcoming half here. I could see us just trying to air this ball out deep, and it may prove to be consequential, but it may not at the same time. And I think that I could see them just trying to get this ball and just huck this thing down the field as far as they can go, and just see what they can make of it. You know what I mean? Timeout ends. Titus Jeffrey in the backfield. Looking to pass. Doesn't have much time. Number 50 chasing behind him will be dropped from behind. That was number 50. Big man.
Mason Perez.
Mason Perez on the O-line there. Just a 10th grader. It says here on our roster. Came up from behind Titus Jeffrey there, able to just jump on top of him there and get to work. Timeout called once again. Score still 49-0. Greyhounds trailing. Just 37 seconds left in the first half. Aiden, who's your favorite character in Good Will Hunting?
I'm gonna have to go with the kid.
The kid himself?
The kid himself.
What's his name? How am I forgetting it? It's dang. Shoot. Anyway. I gotta go. I liked Sean, Dr. Sean there. It wasn't Sean Conway, was it? No, that doesn't sound right.
I have no idea.
It's a very nice film. I watched it over 2 days. I mean, if you're looking for a real heartwarmer story of, I wouldn't say rags to riches, but
I'd say a change in perspective.
I'd say a change in perspective
at the least.
At the very least is the most blunt but accurate way to describe that movie. Looks like because of 4th and 20, punt team will be out. Snap over the head of the punter here. Is going to be able to pick it up. He's going to try and take it himself. Going to be tackled in at the 1 yard line. They're not going to count that in the end zone, it looks like. No, they called him down at the 1. Did not call him out or down in the
end zone.
Yes. Will be 1st and goal for the Huskies at about the 1, it looks like. Max Martinez gonna hand it off to number 3, who will push his way through. Touchdown called. And I apologize, that wasn't Max Martinez. That was Spencer Lawson. Looks like now in the QB, handing it off to number 3. That was Ezra Gonzalez, I believe. Yes, who had pushed that into the end zone. Score now 55.
That'll be 55-0
to 0 going into the first, or I apologize, ending the first half. Again, just 22 seconds left. Hounds trail by 55.
Wait now, can't count this field goal out. Or extra point, I should say.
Extra point
is good.
Splits the uprights. Score now 56 to 0. Hounds trail by 56 going into the second half. Just 22 seconds now left to go in this game. Hounds will receive with just 22 seconds left in the first half. Tell you what, I'm gonna have some popcorn at halftime. I'm hungry, feel like munching. Gonna go support the class of 2026 who has boosters tonight.
2026? We're on 2026 already? Boy, am I getting old.
26 is boy, am I getting. Let's go in there. Ball is going to be picked up by number 16, Abiel Lopez. Going to try and put himself forward. Cut to the outside. Has some room to run. Knocked down at about the 20. 16 seconds left in the first half. Mr. Hunter and Mr. Bunker there, they are kind of already, they already were acquaintances
They're
before.
they're the dynamic duo, man.
They are, and you can see that through the history department. They're chatting with each other every day, and with Mr. Bunker being a new football coach, it just adds to that. There was Titus Jeffrey going to try to take it himself, not able to do anything with it. He's trying to look downfield. No receivers open.
Steven Carmona on the tackle for the Huskies.
Steven Carmona on the tackle for the Othello Huskies. Just about 9 seconds left in the first half. Hounds now, 2nd and 12 on their own 18. Titus going to take it himself with the hole open, going to cut forward inside to just about the 25-yard line where he's dragged
Running
down.
clock, and it is run down.
That will mean the end of the first half. Othello Huskies lead the Grandview Greyhounds 56-0 in some Friday Night Lights CWAC action. Aiden, you're Coach Alex Jeffries in this situation. What are you telling your players right now in this huddle?
You know, I'm telling my guys, it is time to put away your shovels. We have dug ourselves a deep enough hole that it is time to put away the shovels and grab the buckets because we're going to fill this hole.
Talk about a bucket filler right here next to me. Please, if you don't know what a bucket filler is, it truly is someone who fills others' pails, makes sure others' buckets are filled before their own buckets are filled. And although you're not taking anything from your own bucket, you're just giving that back to others in a way. And I know that this football team can invest in themselves and give back to themselves in a way. But yeah, for now, we would love to give you our halftime entertainment to honor Hispanic Heritage Month by our award-winning mariachi group who did travel to CWU last year, I believe, to compete in the state competition, and they did fairly well there. Don't have the exact numbers on that, but please direct your attention to the screen here and just open your ears for some sweet serenades.
Great Fitness by Aiden Cuevas, and will feature Paola Lara Campos, Galina Gomez, and Cindy Robbins.
Soy pura mexicana, de suelo, de nuestro país, que es linda nación. México querido, qué linda es mi bandera, y alguna mantilla le parto el corazón. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Suelo bendito de Dios. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Sangre por ti daré yo. Soy pura mexicana, nunca me ha dejado. Si quieren quedarse, me estoy de En México es valiente, nunca se ha rajado. Viva la democracia, también la libertad. ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Suelo bendito de ¡Viva México! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Sangre por ti daré yo. Soy pura mexicana, yo tengo que pelear. Mi vida se la ofrezco, el pago el delegado, y como un buen soldado yo se la quiero dar. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Suelo bendito de ¡Viva México! ¡Viva América! ¡Viva! Mi sangre por ti daré yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, hamburgers will be going to about mid-third quarter. Hamburgers will be on sale to about mid-third quarter. Also, fresh popcorn in the concession stand. Fresh popcorn in the concession stand. Class of 2026. Race money in the concession stand.
No crumbs, Mercedes!
I know when you screamed the first time, I was like,
Dude, I got this stretched out one.
Okay, there. You gotta get your. Wait, our mics are switched.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome back to Richland House Stadium. Thank you for those of you who are still with us. Just about 5 seconds left until the start of our second half. To get things going, the score is 56-0. Huskies lead, but Aiden had left us off with a great little tip, a great little piece of the puzzle. It talked about weathering the storm, and of course about filling buckets. We may have dug ourselves into a hole that seems very difficult to get out of, but here comes the bucket crew, and their buckets are filled with dirt, ready to pour that dirt down into us. We can kind of build a staircase out of that dirt, climb our way up, maybe a ladder with some sticks and mud, climb our way out of it, and here's the first step as we speak. Abdiel Lopez gonna grab the ball from the 20, go far to the right, gonna drive himself forward, will be tackled down at the 25-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 to start the second half. And I do believe that there is a running clock also, right? Like, no matter what, the clock continues to run. Better turn your mic on there. What was that?
I believe that's the truth.
It's nice. It's nice. As I was saying before, or I haven't mentioned this yet, I think we may also have a few student section interviewees. If anyone's interested in heading up here to speak their mind, speak their truth, we're welcome for them. We're inviting them to get on up here and yeah, get it going. But we'll see. I think we might have a volleyball player up here, a soccer player, cross-country runner, just kind of getting little tad bit snippets of their other sports. But we'll be awaiting. We'll let you guys know when. Is here to start off the half. Looks like we have Juan Gomez at the QB position. Quarterback, like you had said before, yet another back at the quarter. Looks like that pass was or that ball carrier was Austin Garza on that one. I mean, personally, Aiden, are you taking Juan or Titus at QB? What do you? Because I know Titus, for sure, he's definitely got more of a pass-heavy offense going for him. But Juan's definitely more comfortable kind of taking that ball himself or handing that off in a more efficient way. But personally, if you're Coach Jeffrey and you had to make a choice for the rest of the season, who you're going with?
You know, the way I see it is we have a player that is very similar to Russell Wilson on one side with Juan Gomez. And then we have a player that is very similar to Josh Allen with Titus Ruiz.
I like that comparison.
So, you know, in today's age, we've noticed that the Bills have really done a lot better than the Broncos in this season. So,
of course.
So I'm going to have to go with Titus. Just because of that size and that power, you know.
I think that it all depends on the team too. Like Othello, these boys are big. These boys are big out here, and you want a bigger QB in that position there, because I think Juan a lot of the time, like on some of those passes, he was kind of airing those things out. I'm sure I know Titus aired those out too, and he was able to get the interception off of that one. But no, I think Juan is. I'll be curious to see what he does this upcoming half year. As he rolls out left, you're going to throw a deep pass. Looking for Abdiel Lopez. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. Attempted pass to 16. Abdiel Lopez.
Looking
but that
for
was
pass interference on that one.
He didn't get it. That was 5-3 there. Adrian DeLeon and Ezra Gonzalez on the coverage there, able to knock that sucker down. Aiden, are you willing to forfeit your microphone for a few minutes?
I got you, man.
Okay, cool. So, joining us currently, we have, could you say your name for us? You put the headset on. Everyone who's watching, put the headset on. Put the headset, okay. Joining us here, so there's a kick to number 2. That is Sebastian Moreno, I believe. He had traveled downfield to just about the 30-yard line, it looks like, and was going to be knocked out of bounds at that point. Man, they do not want to toss those water bottles up there. I'll get one eventually. Will mean 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Okay, as I was saying before, we have a guest with us right now. She had walked up, pranced her way up from the student section. We have
Marissa Castilleja.
Marissa Castilleja. What grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
I'm a junior. What kind of extracurricular activities under clubs are you a part of?
I'm a 3-sport athlete. I
Okay.
play cross country, basketball, and track.
That's 3.
And then I am also part of ASB.
What position are you in ASB?
I'm assistant treasurer.
Assistant treasurer.
Yes.
Treasurer is a pretty important position. To be the assistant to that, it's a pretty important position there. It's very legit.
Yeah.
So you were currently midway through your cross country season. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling about your progress this season so far? Like, I mean, I can't really ask about the team's progress considering how much of cross country is like an individual sport. But how are you feeling about your own development? Let's say last year compared to this year.
I think so far I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I PR'd almost every meet we've had.
Okay,
so.
okay, that's improvements. That's improvements.
Yeah.
What's your PR right now?
Ooh, I think it's like 30 something.
Okay, okay.
Time.
Okay, it's just getting
Yeah.
better and better. What if it's 28 and then 26 and then 24? Before you know it, you're running a 2-minute 3 mile.
No, a
That's,
2-minute 3
A
mile?
2-minute 3 mile. That's
Dang.
like I'm talking. That's like Titus Jeffrey speed out there. You see that dude's lengthy strides? He runs like a Lego character. He just boom, 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 just for 3 miles straight. Like you'll beat 2 minutes in no time.
Dang.
But
Hopefully.
no, it's good to see you here in the student section here. I know a lot of the guys, they decide to just kind of dip by the time first quarter, second quarter comes around. But you're still here, you're still supporting, and that's something that we're appreciative. We're thankful for you sticking around and pushing it through. As there was DeLeon, who's able to push forward a little bit, just do about the 20-yard line. But again, thank you for joining us, Marissa. We appreciate you very much. Feel free to come back anytime you'd like.
Yep, thanks for having me, Cole.
Of course. We have one more guest with us today. She would introduce herself.
I'm Angel Torres,
Hi, Angel. What grade are you in?
9th. I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman. That's valid. What kind of sports and/or extracurricular activities do you partake in?
I play volleyball, basketball, softball, but not really though.
Okay, okay. Volleyball, basketball. What's your favorite sport?
Probably basketball.
That's valid. For real. We need some height on the team this year. I think Natalie Copeland, she's ditching us to play club volleyball, but with some height, we should be looking okay. Looking forward to a few. She's a freshman chance. If you could supply us with the clips for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I guess. Nice, legit. How would you describe, I know I asked Marissa about her own personal cross-country endeavors, but do you play mainly on JV or varsity for volleyball, or do you swing?
Swing, but mainly JV.
How would you describe your team's development this year?
I feel like we've grown together, like really good. Even varsity, we just like, our vibes have gotten way better, I
As in
guess.
like team chemistry, you think like the girls kind of starting to appreciate and love each other a little bit more?
Yeah, like, it used to be more shy, like not really hype each other up, and now it's like a lot.
Volleyball is a very hype, necessary sport to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with no hype in volleyball, like what are you doing? You just like quiet out there. Like I think OJ had said it last night. Like open your mouth and communicate. You know what I mean?
Because if we're not hyping up each other, or like our team or each other, like I feel like the energy just goes down, and then we're not playing as well as we can.
Exactly. A lot of that comes from the student section at the same time.
Yeah.
But again, it's you guys who with the nice spikes and the sets and the blocks and the bumps and the wind and the
Yeah,
sets
the
and the
winds.
winds. I don't care that supply that. But yeah, I told Marissa this also. Thank you for sticking with us in the student section down there, because a lot of the people, they just kind of decide to, like I'm watching him right now. Carlos Guillen, is he leaving? No, he's staying. I'm sorry, Carlos, if you're watching this, I didn't mean to say that. But a lot of the kids, they just kind of dip and they just leave by the time even just the first quarter, the first half comes around. But you're here, sticking around, just a freshman, just getting the job done, and it's very much appreciated. We thank you for coming out here, and we're happy to have you part of our teams.
Yeah, gotta support our Greyhounds.
For real. Now get that mic back to Aiden. I miss him.
Okay.
Get Julian to come next in like 5 minutes, or like get Julian to come like, I don't know, but in like a while, something. I'll call him or something. I don't know. It's fine. Bye guys. Thank you for joining us. As here is number 12 scrambling right, gonna make a pass, will be good to number 40. I believe that was Nathaniel Montemayor. That was Spencer Lawson, got that pass to him. But no, very grateful for those two girls. Definitely, they're sticking around. They're a few sport athletes there. Very involved in their extracurriculars. Very nice to have them up here, bringing some life and youth to the broadcast here. Aiden, he's an old man in spirit. He can bring down the demeanor of a room with his dirty look pretty quickly. Would you say the same thing? Aiden. Aiden. So I'm rambling.
Was that cool?
And there's Spencer Lawson going to pass it off eventually to, that was number 32. We got it to Jordan DeLeon to about the 15-yard line. Do you have a favorite teacher, Aiden?
Can't say I do.
Do you have a teacher that you like more favorably than other ones?
Kind of like Miss Jensen.
Miss Jensen, why do you say that?
She's good at her job.
Miss Jensen is great at her job. She is. That is a great. Spencer Lawson going to air it out deep to number 9. Will be caught. Touchdown for the Huskies. Travis Murdoch on that reception there. DJ Murdoch. He can score touchdowns. He can also
score birdies.
Score birdies and eagles. Score, I believe that's updated 62-0 now. Just about 4 minutes left in the third quarter here. But as I was saying before, no, Miss Jensen, that lady is good at her job. National board certified. She'll get your assignments done. And you know what's cool about it? She will give you specific feedback on those assignments.
She sure will.
She says that she spends an hour per assignment. Like a lot of those teachers, they just be looking through that stuff.
And
like
she does not hesitate to take off some points here and there.
Oh my goodness. She talk about constructive criticism. I mean, that's just criticism at that point. I mean, sure, it's constructive. But as theirs looked like a penalty there. Not sure what the call was on that one.
Tell you what, some might say she's overqualified and underpaid.
Miss Jensen is a very lively teacher there. Kick, split the uprights.
Another extra point's good. Put the score at 64-0, I believe.
Yeah, 63-0. The score now is 63-0, about 4:26 in the third quarter. Here's the kick now. Deep in the backfield to Abdiel Garcia. Abdiel heading towards the right side. Gonna make it to the 30, drops his head. Taken down near the 33 there. Still got, it looks like, Juan Gomez, the quarterback position there. I'd be curious to see if Titus Jeffrey hops in the next quarter here. Oh, flag will be called. Looks like on the Hounds. It's not too many men on the field, is it? Juan Gomez gonna take the snap. Just about 3 minutes left here, third quarter. Gonna hand it off to number 8. It looks like some confusion there. That was handed off to Austin Garza there, but there was kind of a little bit of a mix-up as it looked like they tried getting it to Garcia there, but they weren't able to do anything with it.
Cole, what do you think would happen if Austin Eckler was out there?
That maybe in another universe, that in the parallel reality, Austin Eckler is out there and he's.
Do you know who Austin Eckler is?
I can't say I do. But I just wanted to. I was gonna go along. He's a running back, no?
He is. He's a running back for the
Cowboys.
No.
Oh, there's a ball dropped there as number 60 or number 50 had coverage of the ball carrier there. He just about missed it. Sorry, continue.
That would be Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, the running back for the Chargers. Is Austin Eckler.
I see. Score is just about 1:30 left in the third quarter. Score is 63-0. Huskies still lead. Here's Juan Gomez now in coverage, gonna air it out deep. Ball will be thrown short, intercepted by number 82, who will stay on his feet, cut to the right, is gonna stay up, finally dropped down by number 9. 82 on the interception there was Zion Martinez. After the interception, we would like to introduce another guest here on to the program. Could we get your name, please?
Kristen Lefebvre.
Kristen, it's nice to have you on here, Kristen. What grade are you in?
9th grade, I'm a freshman.
9th grade, you're a freshman, that's legit. Do you play any sports?
I play volleyball, but I have to be the manager now because they have a lot of girls on the team.
Okay, nice, that's legit. Do you play any other sports besides volleyball?
I'm going to play basketball and track.
Nice, that is very, very legit. Do you do any clubs?
No.
Are there any clubs that you're interested in joining?
No.
I would recommend, if you're interested in joining a club, I don't know, there's all sorts of different clubs, but whatever club you join, you like it. What are some of the questions that I asked the other guys? How is your volleyball season going so far? Because this is your first year playing, right?
High school, yeah.
First year in high school? Do you like it so far?
Yeah.
Are all the girls on your team nice and it's pretty fun
Yes.
or what? Do you know what your guys' record is?
What?
Do you know what your guys' record is for wins and loss or no?
No.
Okay, that's legit. That is legit. But you said that you are, there is the end of the third quarter. Now 63-0, Huskies lead. But you said you're also interested in playing basketball and track?
Yeah.
Those are definitely two very, very big sports for Grandview. If you could get on the basketball team, that would be legit. And same on track as well. The coaches, very nice, awesome people. But no, that'd be very legit if you're able to play those two sports also. And we'd also like to thank you for sticking around, because in a game like this, sometimes a lot of the guys like to leave early, like the first quarter or halftime. But thank you for still sticking around and being here and supporting and all that good stuff. And like you're freshmen, sometimes it's hard to like get dressed up for the games and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But thank you for sticking around and still getting everything done. It was very nice to have you on here, Kristen.
You too, Cole.
You can get back down. You can whatever you want. Aiden's going to sit right here. Aiden, want right now? We do have another guest, which we will save for just a few minutes. We're going to let the anticipation build around him.
For the time being, you're stuck with Aiden Rodriguez.
But yeah, you are stuck with Aiden Rodriguez for the time being. Extremely, extremely unfortunate.
Just like that dome of yours.
Just like that what? Yeah. Okay, buddy. Okay there. Okay. We can only hope our chemistry will lengthen by the time basketball season comes around, no? 'Cause Aiden will be my man for basketball also. So maybe we can whip him into shape before he acts out any more than he has tonight. Once again, fourth quarter just about to start. Score 63-0. Huskies lead. There's snap now to faked it to Newman. No, I'm sorry, not Newman. Lawson had passed that off there. That was Ramirez. Ball carrier swiped just to the left there. Was finally dragged down at about the 15-yard line. Aiden, so can I confirm your attendance on the volleyball game tomorrow? Yeah. Good. Yes. Nice.
That was a pidgey, yeah.
That was a pidgey. That was you said that. There was Lawson. Handed it off. No mosh pit action. Going to try and do his best to push him forward. We'll put him at about the 15-yard line. But I can count on you being there.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. It's 10 a.m. I can give you a ride if you'd like. Ride up together. Commentate together. And another one, a little bit of this action right now. We have fun. We have fun. We have back and forth banter. We have fun, don't we, Aiden? We have lots of fun. Isn't that true?
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it turns out.
We will.
Maybe I'll just show up at your doorstep. 9:30 a.m. Bright and ready to go. I'll bring you some breakfast or something. How's that sound? There's number 8. That was Austin Garza pushing that pack back. Hounded packed, as Mr. Brandon would often say. And I'll show up with some breakfast. Got some McDonald's. I can grab some hotcakes. Some of those, McDonald's have eggs. Egg McGriddle. Get you a McGriddle, some hotcakes, and just some sausages.
On your way from Prosser.
And we'll gobble. How's that sound?
We'll have to see.
We'll gobble. How's that sound?
We'll have to see.
Bro's talking about calories over here. What? You're not even supposed to be on the show yet. Hold on. We'll get you on the show soon. Just hold on a little minute.
Got a calorie tracker over here.
Hold on a little minute. I got the calorie Caleb over here. What's this man doing? We got popcorn down there.
Calorie Cantor.
The calorie Cantor. The calorie Condor.
Oh,
he's slithering up them calories. There was snap now, which went far left. Gain of not much. Score stays the same, but looks like that won't be a first down for the Hounds. I'm back on, and
you know, Cole. It's interesting to see how many people from Othello turned out tonight.
It honestly is. Othello's what, like almost 2 hours away? No, hour and a half.
Yeah, they're about 2 hours.
To see this many people there, and I mean, I don't know, it's dedication. It's dedication. It's I think football's a lifestyle in Othello. Snap now, pitch back to 30. I think that was 34 there. Mosh pit dragged him down. Gain of not much, just about to the 10-yard line. We put him. Will be, I think that was 3rd and 12. It looks, sorry about that. It looks like 3rd and 12 for the Huskies. Some confusion on the field there. They only have about 8 players on. Here comes the rest.
It appears they're trying to get a point for every person in the stands.
What was that?
You know, it appears they're trying to get a point for every person in their student section.
I see. I understand. Third down, or 4th down, I'm sorry.
Is that a picture of Kim Casey?
That is a picture of Kim Casey down there. Lawson now going to toss it. Will not make it into the end zone. We marked down at the 1-yard line. But like you were saying, yes, it is a picture of Kim Casey. It is a large framed picture. I believe it is her picture of last year Bless her soul. She's now a superintendent at Soap Lake. Soap Lake.
You ever been to Soap Lake?
If you can tell me where that is, I'll give you $5.
It's near Freda. I know exactly where it is.
What business have you had in Soap Lake, Aiden?
I've been to the Soapy Lake.
What?
They say it has healing powers.
No, they don't. No, they don't. What is it?
They do. They do. That's how people's
the Garden of Eden over there.
That's
the
how
Fountain of Youth. What are you saying?
That's how people's cancer gets miraculously healed. You know, people flood in from different states to get a taste of that Soap Lake water.
They don't baste in it. They just taste it. They drink it.
They taste it. They devour themselves with it.
Devour?
You know, more or less.
I understand. But it's just the soapy water and the soapy lake that gives them
actually
such lustrous and luscious.
You know the difficulty you have floating in normal water?
Oh, yeah?
You don't have that difficulty in Soap Lake.
Because of the condensation.
No, that's not why. But it is actually because of the density of the salt.
The density of the salt. Speaking of dense, there was running back looked like 86. Running back able to push himself forward, will result in another Husky touchdown. Score now 69, to 0. Huskies will lead. But as you were saying, the density of the water does have a direct effect on healing powers towards cancer and effects such as that. Yes?
Essentially.
Okay, it's time for our guest. It's time for our guest. We're gonna revoke mic privilege for a few minutes, as that kick is good. Our next guest we have on here tonight, you may know him from 2 weeks ago. It is
Julian Garza. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
1,
take it
2,
easy. Relax.
3.
Don't be all hyped up.
Here
Julian,
we go.
What grade are you in?
I am a senior.
Legit. What kind of sports are you involved in?
Sports that I am involved in, I play soccer and I play basketball.
It's legit. That is legit. Do you what kind of extracurricular activities do you partake in?
That's a good question. I'm in ASB. I am in leadership. I am in honor society.
What's your position in ASB?
In ASB, I am currently the vice president.
Who's the president? He must make your job pretty easy.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's sitting right next to me on my right, Mr. Cole Judkins.
Okay, buddy.
President. I don't have to do anything. Just when he's gone,
just sit back and relax.
Take care of the rest. Yep.
You just take care of the rest. That's valid for real.
Yep.
How on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for this year's basketball season? Oh, time out. It's Hey Burrito. Let's listen to Hey Burrito.
Okay, let's listen.
Hey Burrito. Yeah, burrito, yeah.
Yeah, burrito, yeah.
Bell, Taco Bell. Guacamole, cinnamon. I want some cinnamon twist.
That does sound good. A burrito sounds good when I get home.
Sucker, cinnamon twist. Burrito. Hey, burrito! Hey, burrito! Sorry, Julian. As you were saying, for your excitedness for 1 to 10 for basketball season.
A 10.
A 10? You're that excited for this year?
It's gonna be a fun year. The games are gonna be fun. If we can get a packed student section, the games are just gonna be that much better. I'm excited. I think we can make a good run this year and see where it goes.
To give the viewers some backstory, last year our GHS boys team had made to the district championship, unfortunately lost, but had then redeemed themselves, beating Ellensburg to make it to the state tournament, where they were unfortunately beaten by Tumwater. But we're looking to make another solid run this year. We'd only lost, I believe, 3 seniors. And they may have been some important parts of the team, but we've got just as more important people willing to step up and take that position there. And one of them may be sitting right next to me. And I know that person is sitting right next to me. No doubt in my mind that person's gonna step up to get the job done where it needs to get done at. But again, Aiden and I will be commentating for that one, and that is something that we are very, very, very interested to be talking about, because that is. It's going to be a year like no other. It's a great year to be a Greyhound. Miss Casey had always said it's a great day to be a Greyhound. It's a great freaking year to be a Greyhound. Would you agree, Julian Garza?
Definitely. From the first game in November all the way to hopefully March.
hopefully March, for sure March. We'll be at the Sun Dome. We'll be yelling with that big old dome there. I think it's freaking tall in there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a packed student section and
Packed
community.
student section there. And off to, this is 4. That was on the side here. That was Alejandro Garcia, able to drive down the field for a few yards there. Thank you for joining us today, Julian. It was very nice to be able to hear your insight on basketball there, because we know that it will.
Oh yes, definitely. Like Chick-fil-A said, my pleasure.
Like Chick-fil-A said, your pleasure. And that's what you'll be saying. That's what we'll be saying next year when, or this upcoming year, when you guys are just plowing through the CWAC.
Yes,
Plowing through the CWAC is exactly what we want to do, and that's what's going to happen. But again, Julian Garza, thank you.
No,
Please
thank you.
stay up here. I can't deal with Aiden by myself. So,
Is he ready to have the mic? I don't know if he is.
you ready?
You ready?
You ready?
All right, let's take it.
Guess who's back?
Back again. Aiden's back.
Back again.
Yeah, he is. For the last remaining 3 minutes of the game.
Score 70-0. Hounds trail.
Trailing with space.
Snap to Gomez, going to take it himself, grab some running room. Will be dropped down at the 45. Is that no, is that Tucker?
That's got to be Titus.
That's Tucker. That's Tucker Sancher at QB.
Oh.
That's Tucker Sancher at QB.
Everybody gets a turn. Everybody gets a turn.
You call it a quarterback. I call it quarterback too. I'm saying.
I call it an octoback because there's 8 of them.
I call it a quintuple back because there's
16 of them?
I call it a Google back because there's 100 of them.
Oh. I call it football. Mind you, the Greyhounds have yet to be on the board.
Yes, Greyhounds. We have struggled finding the board the past few games in Ellensburg and Prosser, but coming up in our next few games here, I believe we play, I'm not sure who it is next week, but the week after we play Ephrata home. Theme is camo, and if there's a game that we're hoping for, it's Ephrata. That's a game that we know that we will for sure be getting some points on the board there,
I don't know,
and hopefully a W.
I'm excited for Sela.
I think Sela will be another great game to see. I think that we are somewhat evenly matched.
I would say, yeah.
I believe that. Are we traveling there or are they coming to us? I think, no, this is our second to last home game, I think.
Ooh.
We might be going there. As there was a tackle there on an attempted pass there too. Or no, that was Tucker Sancher still with the ball. He was sacked for a loss. It is now second down for the Hounds. Just about 2 minutes with the clock still winding down.
People are now beginning to leave the stands.
Yes, we ask that if you do ever come to Rich Leanhout Stadium, please pick up your trash. A lot of the time, these guys don't pick up their trash. It's a hassle. We gotta be sorting through the hot Cheeto bags and the popcorn bags. It's kind of gross. So if you do ever find your way to our gym or Rich Leanhout Stadium, please pick up your trash. Tucker Sancher now scrambling. Will try and get the ball out. It looks like some grabbage there of the jersey will eventually be knocked down. Now third down, about 20 to go. Hounds on their own 35-yard line. A minute and a half left in this game as time winds down.
Coming down to the final minute, what is your analysis of today's game, Cole?
A learning experience. We had said the same thing for Prosser, and I think a lot of film time for these boys is exactly what they need. There's an interception by number 22 who would drive himself forward. knocked down at about the 1 yard line.
That is number 22, Jackson Sorensen.
Thank you. But no, I think the only thing to come out of this is learning experience. There's going to be a lot of film time for these boys coming up in their games against Ephrata and Sela. I think you said I think we might battle them soon. But especially just working towards that homecoming game and games that are winnable for us. I think a lot of the times we come into a game not seeing ourselves as a winnable a winnable opponent in the game. And I think that in these next few games that we have coming up, we're in it. We're in it. And we need each and every single one of those boys to believe that they're in it. And I think that Coach Jeffrey and Coach Hunter and Coach Bunker and Coach Albarca and everyone on the coaching staff will be sure to instill the idea and the fact within these boys that the next few games that we have coming up completely and truly are winnable games. As time now winds down, your final score on the 30th of September is 70-0. Huskies will win the game. Again, score is 70-0. Hounds fail to catch up to the Huskies. But no, again, hey, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yep, that'll do it for us, folks.
That'll do it for us, folks. Thank you all for joining us, picking up on the broadcast. We will be here, I believe, tomorrow at exact same channel, Greyhound Express, covering the Davis volleyball game. It's going to be a win, right, Angel? Davis is going to be a win. That will be the Pirates, Greyhounds, jumping on that pirate ship, scurrying around, maybe knocking over their rations and their supplies and such. We're hopeful for it, but again, thank you all for joining us. We will see you all very soon.